Hi, it's Rob from Property Investments UK, and in today's video we're going to be looking at what exactly is crowdfunding and how it might be suitable for you, or how you can find those types of property deals that you can invest in a crowdfunding model. So crowdfunding is quite a new concept to UK investments in general, but certainly property. It's probably been around for the last maybe 3-4 years in some way, shape or form in the UK, and that's grown really over the last couple of years in terms of the types of opportunities you can see with crowdfunding, and also the amount of companies that are looking at or have set up crowdfunding platforms. Now, crowdfunding is very heavily regulated, so there will always be a limit, I guess, in terms of the number of companies that are going to get into crowdfunding and offering those opportunities. But certainly from your point of view as an investor and as a customer thinking of maybe investing in property, and if you maybe consider the crowdfunding model, it gives you some level of kind of confidence and comfort effectively that those opportunities that are being offered by regulated crowdfunding firms have to follow a certain level of due diligence before they're even kind of marketed to clients. Now, what crowdfunding kind of specifically is kind of clues in the name a little bit. It's a crowd or group of people that come together to fund a particular investment, business or project or product. Now, in property, what that means is that initially in the early days when crowdfunding opportunities came to market, it could have been maybe a straightforward buy-to-let property, for example, and the platform would put that property on the market for funding, so it's ready to go. It's maybe already tenanted. You know what price you're going to be able to purchase that, and all the due diligence has been done on the area. So as an investor, you can, instead of going out and buying that property in full, you can just invest a very small amount, and it allows you to diversify over different projects as well. But for example, some of the crowdfunding companies that started off initially were about £1,000 or so to get started in an initial investment, and then you can increase that from there if you ever wish to. But what that allows you to do as an investor is, even if you only got £1,000 to get started with, you can invest into property effectively with the rest of the crowd, and if enough people or enough money is brought together to fund that project, once it's funded, then the company purchases it, of which you would be a shareholder with your kind of crowd investment. So it allows you to get involved in property to benefit from potentially the rental returns or the growth or the development aspects of a deal, without feeling like you've got to know everything in terms of how to find the deals, how to negotiate them, because the deals are ready to go. But also it brings everything to the table for you. So it allows you to consider what deals you might want to invest in, and it might be right for you to invest a little bit in one project and a bit more into a different project, so you can diversify across the board. And that's one of the real benefits of crowdfunding. It gives you diversity, it gives you an opportunity to get started in property without having to invest large sums of money, but also it gives you an opportunity to get involved in property with relatively low kind of level of involvement. So those projects are already found, they've already been brought to the table for you to consider. So you don't have to be quite hands-on with it. It's very hands-off as an opportunity. Now, in terms of crowdfunding where it is currently, a number of companies have kind of set up shop, if it were, over the last kind of couple of years, and they've started to offer different opportunities. So everything from straightforward buy-to-let through to more speculative land deals, also through to large kind of developments or conversion type projects, and shorter terms as well. So you can invest in some projects from 3 to 5 years on average, or you can invest in maybe just a 6-month or a 12-month term of a project as well. So there's loads of opportunities out there now. What we've done as a company is try and look at all of those different individual companies offering crowdfunding, because it's very important that if you do consider crowdfunding, you go with a project and a company that has the right type of deals, that has the right type of morals and ethics in terms of the opportunities they're bringing to the table, and what's being offered as well has to be a very good return for you to want to kind of consider it. So what we did was we looked at all of the different crowdfunding options across the board, and we've decided to kind of work quite closely with one main company currently. And there's a number of reasons for that, but primarily because the deals that they are offering, we see them as genuinely good value. So we don't see them as being inflated or being in the wrong locations. I think there are very good opportunities. They also have quite a diverse level of opportunities on their platform. So you can invest in something that's maybe more straightforward as a buy-to-let, or you can go for shorter term development type projects if you wish. So it gives you a bit of a kind of a mix of different strategies. Also, what it allows you to do as an investor is get started from relatively little investment on day one. So it's only about £100 their minimum requirement is, which is fantastic if you want to get started in property, but you just want to kind of dip your toe in or just put a small amount in initially. Gives you a chance to get some assets, some diversity, some investments up and running without going kind of too quick, too soon, or putting too much money into those sort of deals. Now, what we do from a company's point of view is we work with the crowdfunding model or the crowdfunding company that we're currently kind of liaising with. And on our property website, we have different kind of opportunities, different deals. One of those deals is crowdfunding. So if you like the idea of crowdfunding and you like the idea of looking at what opportunities are available to invest, I'll put the links below this video on how you can find more information, how you can kind of get to see what those kind of opportunities are currently, and hopefully it can be something that's going to be suitable for you to add or to consider adding to your property portfolio. Any questions, please feel free to ask. Always happy to help, and look forward to catching up with you in the next video. All the best.